Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC coming to you from the Avon Park field. Well, if you watched my unboxing and then my build video and then my radio setup video, now this is the Maiden on the DYNAM Beaver, de Havilland Beaver version 2. Has the big old Tundra tires on, the big Tundra tire in the back. I want to a big shout out to FPV Builds and Tech in West Babylon, New York, for sending this plane out to me. Hi, Anthony and Jackie, and thank you for sending this out to me for review. They sent it to me free of charge. They contacted me via email and said, hey, we like what you did with the Bristol. That's the Bristol, the Kavan Bristol I bought from, and they like what I did with that. They said, we'd like you to review some of our DYNAM planes. Can we send you one? I said, well, of course. And this is the first one, and we're going to take it up for the maiden flight. All right, I got a 2700 4S. We'll go over the placement of it. You only put it one place, so hopefully it works. Rates are 100% throws, over 30% expo. And my flap system is flaps up are 100%. Takeoff flaps are 50% positive with 11% down elevator. And then landing flaps are 0% with a 22% down elevator. Now that's just me guessing. I don't, as far as it being trim, it's just me guessing, because you really don't know how a plane is trimmed until you fly it. Like I say, when we're on the bench, you get it all nice and level, that's bench trim. You really don't know if she's trimmed until you fly her. Timer is set for five minutes. Right, left, up, down, right, left. I did taxi around the driveway to do a range test, and she very powerful, but she's a good sized bird, 1.5 meter wingspan. So now I'm running a 7-channel Lemon RX Gen 2, non-stabilized, just regular old receiver. Okay. Timer set for 5 minutes. Here we go. Remember, beavers love their rudder. Well, I'll tell you what, about half throttle right now. Liking my rates. Does need a little bit, no, a little bit of left aileron. Okay. On a Maiden, it's kind of boring because you're just flying around and getting her trimmed up. A little bit down elevator, not much though.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
Yeah, not much at all. All right, let me look at my flap mix now.
Landing flaps.
Hey, look at that. Landing flaps are all the way down, and she's just slowly starting to decrease down.
Flaps are up.
Okay. I like it.
Landing flaps.
All right. Bring her in for the maiden landing. Let's bring her by. Actually, we're going to bring her by low and slow. Beautiful against that sky. That's a great flying plane. Flaps are down, off into the sunrise. All right, DYNAM, you've done really well with this one.
3 minutes.
All right. Yeah, DYNAM, you're doing really well with this one. Those lights are nice and bright. Still got my flaps down. And I can tell she's probably going to be very easy on the battery. Whoa! Now that's called taking a bow with style. It's going so well, too.
Prop is secured. Safe to approach.
Prop is secured, safe to approach. That's my new custom audio call out. I'm wondering if my wheels have too much play in them. No, it's just the grass is real thick and real wet. So naturally, that's going to cause me a problem. Broke my rudder, but I can fix that. That's an easy fix.
Take off.
All right. Not going to stop us from flying.
Motor is armed. Be careful.
All right.
Flaps are up.
Oh man, I'm impressed. All right, let's land her on a runway.
Landing flaps.
Maybe. Oh, what a sweetheart. What an absolute sweetheart.
Take off flaps.
All right, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take off from that direction. I know I'm between us here.
Flaps are up.
All right. Straight, cut the power, pull up on the elevator. All right, so that clean stall, she just slumps right on forward. Do that again, back towards me. Okay, you're driving along, you're flying along. All of a sudden you lose power, pull up on the elevator, and she just slumps right on over. Okay, very predictable stall. So very beginner friendly. All right. Lights are really good to see, or easy to see, really what I should say. All right, see if I can do a snap roll. A little bit of one with a Beaver de Havilland. I'm impressed.
Landing flaps.
All right. Flaps
are up.
Let's do a landing on a runway with no flaps. Because this bird does slow right down. Those big old wheels do create an awful lot of drag. All right, we'll land on the grass instead, but that's fine.
Take off flaps.
All right, we still got 1:11 seconds. Let's get turned around here. When that grass is as wet as it is, it creates an awful lot of drag. All right. Good looking plane. Okay, let me get out of the way of the camera. And then get in front of the way of the camera here. Like I said, we still got 1:08. All right. Yeah, very little elevator input needed with them flaps. So I'm happy.
Landing flaps.
I'm happy with those flap settings. I mean, she just flying along nice and pretty. Hands off almost. No gyro, no stabilization. Just a not naturally stable plane. If I can just get her on the runway. Whoa. But she got some tough gear. All right.
Take off flaps.
Let's take off in the grass now.
Flaps are up. 30 seconds.
Not bad at all.
20 seconds.
I gotta say,
Flaps.
I'm quite impressed, DYNAM. And I'm usually not a big fan of DYNAM, but I am now. I am with this one, and especially that Hellcat. See if we can get a successful. Oh, almost, almost.
Flaps are up.
And you know, I can't leave it that way. Oh, almost. Yeah, keep breaking things on the plane. Oh, all right. Broke a little piece of my elevator, but it'll be all right.
Motor is armed. Be careful.
All right.
Take off flaps. 10. Flaps are up.
All right.
Greg, land the plane. Your fun is over.
Gonna try to land this time in the grass with no flaps. There, land the grass, no flaps. All right, now that, folks, is a good flying plane. That is a good flying plane. I did have to make a few repairs on the both times when I went over. I broke the piece of that little part that comes off the elevator there, just on the end, and the top of my rudder. But that will be very easy. I'll just put a couple pieces of popsicle stick, a little bit of glue, put it in there. It'll actually end up being stronger than the original. But that definitely is not a deal breaker. This is a great plane. All right, let's check the battery. We were 15 seconds over on a 5-minute timer. Kind of ran through her paces a little bit. She's a very predictable plane, very predictable. The thing I don't like about her, and it's really the only thing I don't like about her, is just she's a bottom loader. But that's not that big of a deal. XT60. (33%). 33%. I was over 5 minutes. So you can definitely get solid 5 minutes for sure. Probably 5.5 minutes if you take it easy. And so on a 20, that's a 27 or 2600 4S. So a 2200, 5 minutes flying conservative. 4 minutes, now this is 4S now. 4 minutes if you're going to really hit it. If you put a larger, like a 2600 like's in there now you can get your 6 minutes if you take it easy, 5 minutes if you're hot rodding. Okay? All right, well, folks, that is the DYNAM DYNAM Beaver version 2. She got light, she's got attitude, and I'm impressed. And if this was an E-Flight or an FMS plane at this size and 4S with lights and flaps, it'd be the better part of $400. Probably like $350, $325, or $380, somewhere around that neighborhood. Well, this one's, I think, $225. Now, you do have to do some work. You got to do some work. Watch my build and radio, so you got to do a little bit of work to put into it. But you can save yourself well over $100 and get a good flying plane that's easier on the wallet and runs on a very economical 4S. Okay, folks, thank you for watching. God bless each and every one of y'all. God is great. And FPV Builds in West Babylon, New York, thank you for the Beaver. I'm very impressed and I'm very happy with it. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.